Welcome back to another episode of Recapping Hell, also known as me reacting to the Velma show. It's, dude, it's getting so much worse. I didn't think that we could even remotely get worse, but it's worse. So to start off, let's recap with the last episode, like the last set, not these current sets. Velma gave Fred a copy of the feminist manifesto, and then Fred started like wanting Velma to sleep with him or something because he saw the inner beauty of her. And then when Fred's dad found out, he's an asshole, so he started trying to get her to date a stripper or something. Anyways, so that was cool. From that, moving on to the next episode, we have Daphne, who's going off doing her own thing. She's trying to see what she could who she can figure out about herself, or what she can figure out about herself rather, and see who her parents are, because her bio parents, because she's been seeing them a lot and doesn't understand why she's different. Uh, and then they end up we close off the last episode, last set, with Shaggy or Norval and I think it's Gigi falling in love because they basically run into each other in the hallway. Whatever. And so as we move on into the next episodes, we learn very quickly that this show is pulling no punches. They're just wow. They make a joke about how Norval or Shaggy is in an emotionally abusive relationship because Gigi tells Velma that Velma can't hang out with Norval until Norval learns to stick up for himself. So until then, Norval is going to be listening to everything Gigi says, which, gotta say, whoa. Velma is still the most single, unlikable character in any show I've ever seen. She's horrible. I cannot believe Mindy Kaling thought that she would be a good idea. Granted, Mindy Kaling is incredibly unfunny, in my opinion, and just isn't a good overall producer for anything. I can't think of a single thing good that she's done. Her character, Kelly, was one of the worst characters in The Office. Mindy Project's alright, but, I mean, I'm not gonna sit through it because I just can't stand her. But anyways, let's keep going about this. So, I want to touch on one positive, and it's probably the only positive thing from the show so far at all. They have a bunch of Easter eggs for Hanna-Barbera, and I'm a huge old cartoon fan. They have Captain Caveman, which is what Daphne's parents dress up like, and they have, I think it's Blue Falcon, I believe is who it is, and all kinds of other stuff. And then, the producers lied to us. They said that Scooby wouldn't be in the show, but he is, just not in the way that you might think or want. First off, it's spelled wrong, and then it's the initiative for some creepy ass old lady that we only learn about because they have a curfew due to police officers being sexually harassed by the hot girls at school. And then in turn, we find Shaggy's dad and mom dressed like cows and a maid for some reason. And while they're in prison, the principal, who's Shaggy's mom, is like, well, if you don't post that picture, I'll do whatever you want. I guess. It's just, I don't understand why they're doing this. The show's already been renewed for a season 2, so I'm going to be, subjecting myself to this torture for the next 2 weeks, and then season 2. I genuinely don't understand how Mindy Kaling, as an executive producer, can look at something, realize how unlikable this character is, and instead it's just, yeah, this is a great idea, let's go with this. It is just mind-boggling to me. If you want to do something with an IP that's already owned, make it decent. Literally just remake What's New Scooby-Doo, but for adults. It's perfect. Or bring back Mystery Inc., like Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated. Show was fantastic. It only has 2 seasons, but it's awesome. I genuinely don't get why they're releasing 2 episodes a week also. It makes no sense. I mean, thank you, HBO, for doing it, because now I don't have to sit through this for 10 weeks. I only have to sit through it for 5. But, whew, it is bad. IGN giving this a 6 out of 10 for their first couple episodes is very, very generous. It is bad. They don't know what they're talking about at all. So in some scenarios, let's take a look and see what we have so far. I don't get what the point of this is. There's no raunchy humor in this. They're calling the first 8 episodes a 6 out of 10. There's literally zero raunchy humor other than he's white, so let's make fun of him, and he's old, but so let's make fun of him again. And he's a cop, so let's make fun of him again. Which, I mean, I'm down for it if it's funny, but it's not. It doesn't hit. Or I'm speaking as a male feminist now. You can't beat me, father. As Fred's father is voiced by the original Fred, Scooby, and one of the original. I believe he also voiced the original Shaggy, but I could be wrong. That's. I can't believe that he would take this offer and do this. I just can't. I can't fathom it. It doesn't make any sense to me. But I'm gonna be trying to do this every week, so you guys can hear the torture that we get, because it is rough. The episodes end with Daphne being gaslit by shiny objects, because why not? She's a fucking idiot. She's so incredibly stupid. Oh my god. But she she gets convinced to help her estranged parents grab crystals, and then when they get arrested by Daphne's adoptive parents, they end up escaping somehow, and then Daphne realizes, hey, maybe my moms were cool as hell and didn't kidnap me, because they're cops. But, I mean, whatever. You're gonna live and learn. That's gonna be about all I got. Take it easy.